Dude, I'm not afraid to punch a baby in the face. Anyways, this is the Tinkle Hoy podcast. This is your host, Gunnar.
And your other host, Quinton Osterhout.
And your third host, Juan.
You can find us on YouTube and SoundCloud.
Now, of course.
Alright, so how have you all been?
I've been in pain.
Oh, yeah?
I've been sunburnt for the past day. It's only been one day.
Yeah, he mowed my lawn. He mowed my parents' lawn.
In like 85-degree weather. So now I'm burnt on all the way down my back, my shoulders, my legs I think are burnt. I don't know. They're in pain though. and my arms and everything, like sleeping hurts. I'm like losing skin. Like it's not normal. I swear to God, it's not normal shedding. Or what is it called when you're
peeling?
Peeling. Exactly. Yeah, it's not normal peeling because I look at it and it's like I'm bleeding.
Oh God.
Yeah. It's like deeper than it should be, kind
That's
of
weird.
thing. But no, I've been in
Maybe
pain.
don't peel it.
Hey, that was your choice.
I know. How have you been?
I've been good. Just playing the last Kingdom Hearts game. I finished Avatar. I finally watched all of Avatar, The Last Airbender.
Oh wow, that's 3 seasons?
Yeah, well, for the longest time, there were like 5 episodes spread out across the books that I had not seen yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I saw all the important bits to get the stuff.
Okay, I haven't started the Netflix show, and I don't really see a point in me starting it because it's a show I've seen already multiple times. If I really want to watch it again, I'll probably go and watch it on Netflix.
It's
but,
good background noise.
Oh yeah, I imagine. But does it go all the way to the end?
Yeah.
Oh wow. For some reason I thought
something I learned, I don't know if you knew this. Do you know Mark Hamill voiced Viola Ozai?
I didn't know that.
I
watched
know
it.
that.
I watched that like ending part where they're fighting like the other day, and I noticed it was Mark Hamill.
Like barely?
Yeah, like a couple days ago.
I watched Watch Mojo, and it was like talking about how Ron Perlman voiced Viola, and then it said Viola Ozai was Mark Hamill. I'm like, what?
You still watch Mojo?
Yeah, sometimes.
I can't do it anymore.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it because they butcher anime names like anime?
Yeah.
Anime?
Animemes.
I hate people that call it
Naruto.
If you call memes a meme, you're wrong.
You're a plague on
No,
this
Mimes
earth.
Mimes is sleeping. Go Mimes.
No, I'm talking about memes. People call it memes.
Yeah, Mimes.
It's not. You're wrong if you call it that. It's memes.
I'm not calling memes. I'm saying that memes in Spanish is usually like go to sleep or like go to bed.
Okay, well I'm talking about
that's-
memes. If you pronounce memes, mimi,
Or
you are
memes.
wrong. Or meme, you are wrong.
Okay.
But
It's not GIF, it's GIF.
How have you been, Gunnar?
I'm bored.
Really?
Yeah. I can't wait till this Backstreet Boy reunion tour is over so I can freaking, work and not have to be inside all day.
What
Yeah.
an amazing singer. Backstreet Boys. But you've just been bored the past week, so staying at home, playing games.
Yeah.
I assume. I don't
Yeah.
know what you do in your spare time.
Yeah, I play games. I think I talked about Resident Evil 7 last time. That was fun. I played that in like a day.
It's not that hard or long of a game.
It was like an 8-hour, 6-hour game.
Yeah.
They're not really that long.
They got insane medicine in that game.
I know, it's just like
Dude
aloe
gets his
vera, you
arm
freaking-
chopped off. Oh, it's just like a band-aid.
Okay, is
They talk
that
about the staples.
dude? Is that a scripted event that always happens, or is there a way to save your hand?
Spoilers for Resident Evil 7, your hand gets cut off. But
I'm guessing you cannot save your hand.
No, you can't save your hand.
It makes no sense. They just like staple it back on,
and it works. Yeah.
It's like that shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Weird. It's Resident Evil. There's T viruses, C viruses, G viruses.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe there's a remnant of the virus in the drinking water, so everyone kind of has that. What's the girl's name? The protagonist in the Resident Evil movies, Alexa.
Alice?
Alice. You know how she's superhuman
Yeah.
and all that? It's kind of like that, especially once you get to like the third or fourth movie where they're in the desert and Chris and Jill are there. I always found that weird. They
started putting game characters.
Video. They did it in the first one even a little bit.
You know what?
Barry Birkin is in the first one. Or no, whoever gets turned
Sherry?
into Nemesis.
Oh, I don't know who that is. I don't think they ever say who it is.
No, they give him a name.
Yeah.
In the movies?
Yeah.
In the games too.
Really?
Yeah.
What game?
I don't know. I just know that
Because it was like the ending to Batman Begins where he hands him the Joker playing card. He's infected, and all these umbrella people walk in, and they're like, "He's infected. Put him into the Nemesis program."
Yeah.
And if you know Resident Evil, you're just like,
Oh, that dog of mine.
yeah.
I remember watching that when that came out.
And then Alice wakes up, and the raccoon incident already happened or is happening because it's in the paper.
You know what was kind of weird that I saw the other day that I kind of noticed?
Yeah.
One of the Batman Arkham games, Batman is like the same voice actor as one of the Chris Redfields from the games. I think the Marvel vs. Capcom.
Kevin Conroy?
I think so.
I mean, if you're talking about Arkham Origins, I think that's the only one Kevin Conroy didn't voice Batman.
It was one of them.
Yeah.
But it was one of the Chris's, or the Chris, because it might all be the same, but...
But do you guys get disappointed when like mainstay voice actors get replaced with a new voice actor?
It depends for the
characters?
reasoning.
Okay,
It
what do
was
you guys?
weird
What do
when
you guys?
Sonic got a new voice actor.
Yeah, what do you guys think of Cloud Strife losing their original voice actor for a new
I don't
one?
remember how his original voice actor sounded.
So 7 there was no voice, right?
Well, I mean, the only one I know is from Advent Children.
Exactly. It was the same one. It was for Nasidia, Advent Children. All of the appearances of Cloud Strife was this one guy, and then for the remake, they got a new person out of fucking nowhere, and it's like, why? Like everybody knows him as Cloud Strife, and he does a really good Cloud Strife, but the new guy does do a good job as well.
You saying that? I guess spoilers from Metal Gear Solid 5. Did people know what the ending was going to be? Because David Hayter wasn't voicing Snake.
No. There was, so are you saying like since Resident Evil 5 takes place in the past that we would kind of know what leads to what?
Well, it's kind of like that. That's like where you told me the ending for 5.
Yes.
And it reveals that thing, so it's like now it makes sense why David Hayter wasn't the voice for Snake.
Yes, it kind of makes sense because the whole reasoning behind that is because they need to explain how Big Boss dies in the NES, or not NES, the Game Boy. I don't even know what game console it was on, but the
first Metal Gear.
the first Metal Gear, he dies at the end of it. But then in 4, he's in cryogenic freezing in 4. And they had to explain how he was there in the past and then now is here in the future kind of thing.
They could have just summed it up to he's miraculously survived that explosion.
He got burnt with a hairspray and lighter.
Really?
Yeah. That you get all your weapons taken away and you have to fight Big Boss and he has like a rocket launcher and a machine gun and you have a lighter and hairspray and you're like you're running around corners and like spraying him and then you run around another corner and spray him. That's the entire boss fight. It's a fantastic boss fight for like, top down pixel graphics,
Yeah.
But they just had to explain how there were 2 big bosses, which a lot of people didn't know.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys ready to get to our topics for the day?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Give us one moment.
All right.
But I was gonna say with Alice, it has to be during the Raccoon City event, because at the end of the Raccoon City event, it gets nuked. So it has to be during. Which is
weird. Well, no, I know it's during, but when she wakes up in the first movie, before there was a second one, you see in the paper about the raccoon, so you kind of think, did the raccoon incident already happen?
Yeah.
But then, you get that same scene, so it's like it's probably been going on for a couple of days now.
Yeah.
And Alice is now going
weird
to Raccoon
in
City.
the context of the games.
All right. So our first topic today is first attraction.
First attraction.
Yes.
Who do you want? Who wants to start?
I guess I'll start. I guess the first time I kind of felt my attraction, I feel like the earliest memory I can remember is from the Scorpion King movie.
We should probably before we dive into that, because what the fuck? We should context this with what we mean by first attraction. So we're not saying like first crush or first boner or anything like that. We're saying like as a person, as like a man or a woman, you see something like somebody wearing glasses or somebody with a tattoo or somebody who's really tall, someone who's really short, and you kind of realizing, oh, I kind of like that as like a feature or something, or I kind of want to see that in women or men that I date, kind of thing.
I guess I'm not fully going to what you're going towards.
No. It's all right. It's kind of up for interpretation, but go for it. Scorpion King with the Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah, you know the scene when he busts into the bathhouse and the girl comes out and she's naked, her hair's covering her nipples.
I was gonna say I don't remember this at all, but I know it was in the movie.
Yeah, I just remember seeing that scene as a kid and being like, I want to rewind that scene for some reason.
It was porn for you before you even knew what porn was?
Yes.
Wow. That's interesting.
I mean, I don't know if that's my first one, but that's the earliest memory I can remember just really liking that scene.
Huh. I'll go next. Metal Gear Solid 3, okay? There's a character named Eva, and she wears...
She's the blonde?
She's the blonde.
She's the blonde.
She wears this motorcycle jumpsuit, and after you meet her, she takes off her helmet, and she has beautiful blonde hair, and you see her blue eyes, and she unzips the motor suit, like, below her cleavage, and she, like, kind of lets it pop a little bit, and you can hold R1 to go into Snake's eyes, where he's checking out her cleavage, and I was kind of like, oh, I like
was that like a secret you press R1, or did it say press R1?
I think it's a secret because there are moments where it doesn't tell you can press R1, but you can. But it was definitely that moment where like, oh, I like girls in bikinis and I like cleavage kind of thing.
You're like flipping through the ones at Walmart when you were a kid, like get to the end,
The posters?
Yeah, the bikini posters are like at the very end.
No, I never really understood like looking at pictures of things. It was just more of like, oh, I like how she looks, and I like that kind of thing. I wasn't gonna go out and seek it because I didn't know like that's what the next step was.
I mean, I don't know if it's the next step or not.
Yeah, like I wasn't like a boy who collected swimsuit catalogs and was like, ooh, hide these under my bed, kind of thing. What about you, Gunnar?
I don't think any of us were.
Well, I want to say my first attraction was probably when I was about like 10 years old. I had this friend who had the Playboy channel on his freaking TV, but it was like that low quality, like staticky crap, where it's like, oh my gosh, there's a nipple.
But you can it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's just like
if I squint, I can see it.
Yeah. That's when I think I became a man, dude.
On like a big
at 10
TV?
years old.
Probably, yeah.
On a big TV or like a smaller?
I don't.
We're 10 years old. I don't think there were widescreens.
Well, no, I'm saying
TV.
like big TV, like being like 20 inches,
It was like a tube TV, I think.
Yeah.
Probably like, I don't know.
Still a decent size.
That's amazing.
That is. Okay, but so did your attraction affect you at all?
I don't think it affected me. I just remember just really liking that scene. I think it was the fact that, my mom, close your eyes during dirty scenes, and that was the scene I did not have to close my eyes to. Because, because for some reason, I guess, as long as the nipple isn't showing, it's alright.
What kind of movies were your family watching around you? Or like sex scenes, like a sex scene you would have to
every so often, yeah, there'd be stuff like that, horror films at times.
I remember Dead by Dawn. I don't even know what scene, but I remember there being a scene where my dad would make me cover my eyes for, which is funny because we're watching Dead by Dawn, which is like not a family-friendly movie at all. But
I never heard of Dead by Dawn.
Never heard of it either.
Guess who directed it?
Quentin Tarantino.
You're damn right.
Oh my gosh, then we have to watch it.
Yeah, it's a Quentin Tarantino film, and it's fantastic. I thought you did watch Dead by Dawn because you talked about it a little bit.
Did I?
What kind of movie is this?
It's a vampire movie, believe it or not.
Vampire movie?
Yeah.
I was thinking like zombies.
Dawn of the Dead. No, you're thinking of Dusk Till Dawn.
I might be thinking about Dusk Till Dawn.
Okay, you're like Dead by Dawn. I'm thinking of Dead by Daylight.
That's what I was
Oh.
And you're like Dead by Dawn, and you're like Quentin Tarantino film, and you're like vampire. Like, no, that's Dusk Till Dawn.
Okay, it probably is Dusk Till Dawn because that does sound a little more vampire-y, doesn't it?
Yeah, because it's a stripper thing where they get people to come in, and then I think it's only truckers or people that own semi-trucks too, I forget.
Because it's like a truck stop.
Well, yeah, I remember there's this whole scene where it's like, you're not one, and then the old man's like, that's my truck out there.
Yeah. But with the whole Metal Gear Solid 3 thing, because I think that was the first game I'd ever owned that had anything kind of sexual in it. But I definitely like appreciated bikinis a lot more.
How old were you when you played this game?
So PlayStation 2. So I would have had to have been like 7 or 8.
7 or 8?
Yeah.
Dang. We were
'Cause
horny kids at
I was
young
gonna
ages.
say I had I think
You said you were 8 too, Gunnar?
I was
10.
like 10.
10.
So I could have
Well,
been
what year did Scorpion King come out?
okay, but
Google it.
I remember I had a PlayStation 1 with Time Crisis 3 on it with the guns on, and then I had Destroy All Humans, Ratchet and Clank,
Oh, yeah.
Jack and Daxter, and Metal Gear Solid 3, which weird to have that game out
Real
of all
quick,
those ones.
you guys excited for the Destroy All Humans remake?
I kind
I
of
never played the other ones.
Oh, they're so freaking good. I played the second one, and it was so good.
Mhm.
I tried playing the first one. It was kind of, it was alright. I don't know. I'm excited for the remake, though.
Let's see, 2002.
2002.
So you were like 4,
No.
5.
1967, 8, 9,
Mental math.
like 7 to 8. 7
7
to
to
8.
8.
Because it was when the movie came out, on VHS.
Yeah. I remember watching that on DVD.
Well, yeah, that was back when DVD was coming. DVD was slowly getting its stride, and we
Yeah.
had full screen, widescreen.
Yeah, I think we still have that movie on DVD at the house, which is interesting.
Well, you bought it.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think I gave it to you. I forget. Or maybe I gave it to my mom.
No, we had it before we even knew each other.
Well, I'm talking about the apartment.
Oh.
Because
Scorpion
I bought the Mummy. I had Scorpion King from like one of those like used video places on DVD, and then one day I got the Mummy pack, and it has all the mummies and has Scorpion King included.
Yeah. Because Brandon Fraser package.
It was kind of like that. Yeah, it was all the mummies. And
Like Brandon Fraser's best hits.
yeah, Scorpion King was part of the Mummy until they decided to continue it with those terrible sequels.
Those damn sequels.
Sam sequels. But
It's not even the fucking Rock.
Destroy All Humans. Loved the shit out of the first game. Second game was really good too. The only thing I can really remember though is I don't even know which game it was, but the Japan levels.
That's probably Big Willie
Big Willie.
Unleashed. Destroy All Humans, Big Willie on the Wii.
No.
So there was more than 2
Oh, wait, no,
Destroy
no,
All
no.
Humans?
I was gonna say there's a whole Japan section.
Yeah, there is.
You
yeah.
get
in the
White Ninjas.
in the second one.
Yeah, that was the one. That's the game I remember the
I think
most.
you go to like China or something in Big Willie.
So the premise of Destroy All Humans, you're just trying to terraform
Destroy all
Earth or
humans.
something?
No, you're trying to get DNA from humans to so they can reclone themselves. It's like every time they clone themselves, their DNA gets like slightly corrupted or something. So they're trying to get pure DNA from the humans.
Yeah.
Because long time ago, the aliens came and they got it on with humans and they mixed their DNA together.
Yeah.
What was this game rated?
T?
Yeah.
Wow.
It doesn't show anything.
No, it doesn't.
It's weird. I feel like back in the old days, I looked a lot of like games ratings, like E, E10, T, M, and now I feel like I just grab the game.
Well, yeah, because it's like it doesn't really apply to you at all
Yeah.
anymore. Can you guys think of any weird Easter eggs and stuff in video games? Because like Destroy All Humans 1 or 2 maybe. I remember you would go into the ship, and there were like different sections of the ship that had like different options and stuff like that. And you would go to a screen, and there was like a Furon battle armor suit, and it was like, how do you get that battle armor? I want that battle armor, because he has that basic like gray man jumpsuit kind of thing. I just remember seeing that suit and always wanting it as a kid, which was weird. Which I hope they do in the.
They might.
In the
There's
remake.
skins in there. In the trailer, they showed a couple skins off.
There's a pre-order, isn't there?
Probably, I don't know.
Did you guys say pre-order bonuses are always crap?
They are. They're stupid. They're usually good, but they're stupid because it restricts it from you later on if you don't pre-order.
It's like, because you didn't pre-order this game, you don't get this.
I want to play as classic Jill in freaking Resident Evil 3 remake. Gee dang it.
Have you guys ever gotten a pre-order that you actually like a lot? Because
I think the first time I pre-ordered was for Dragon Ball FighterZ because I wanted like Goku statue, but I had to pre-order sooner or something.
Oh wow!
Shit, or I didn't pre-order the right thing.
Wow!
I know it was the whole thing because it was on Jesse's account because we were sharing the account.
Yeah.
One thing that kind of bummed me out is
I think you went to go pick it up for me and you had to explain it to me.
Yeah.
One thing that kind of bummed me out is I pre-ordered Gears of War 3 from freaking Plane Trade, and I was supposed to get the like a skin with it, or I thought I was going to, but they pre-ordered some crappy store version, so I didn't get any pre-order.
Yeah.
And it was stupid. It sucked.
Yeah. I kind of remember this, but I kind of don't, because I know I have it, but I think there was something up with it. Metal Gear Solid 5. Funny enough, my favorite pre-order, because I kind of remember saving up for it and like not having enough, and then going to the store to get the game, and they were like, we don't have any copies of like the regular game, but we have this pre-order bonus that someone didn't come and pick up. So if you just pay the amount for the pre-order bonus, or like a little bit extra than normal, we'll give it to you. And I was like, fuck yes, because that's what I wanted from the start. So it comes with Venom Snake's bionic arm.
But you said people in Japan got a life-size one.
Yeah, they got a life. We got a 1/4 scale bionic arm. I still love it because it still works really well. But yeah, they got a life-size one, which I don't even know how the fuck you would do that. Like put it on your desk, and it's like making your desk fall over to one side.
Is it
I think an arm
is it like metal or something?
It's plastic, but it's still got a little bit of heft to it, and like I used to have a Yu-Gi-Oh card from Travis being held by it.
I remember that.
Yeah, I still have that Yu-Gi-Oh card, but I loved it because it came in this nice collector's box. I still have the box. It came with a map of both Afghanistan and the jungle, and I don't know. It's a really good pre-order. That's the only pre-order bonus I can think of that I...
That was a weird thing Travis did for our gifts, putting a Yu-Gi-Oh card in each of them.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
One pre-order bonus that I ordered but don't really like was freaking Fallout 4 when you got the Pip-Boy, but it was really just like a hunk of plastic. It sucks.
Oh, yeah.
You can 3D print one better than that.
Yeah, and it couldn't really do anything. It was just like...
And a bunch of people
cosmetic.
bought them all. I was lucky to get mine, but like a bunch of people bought them all and started like scalping them. And then they had to do like another order of them because no one could freaking get any.
Yeah.
It was stupid.
I hated the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite pre-order thing because it just looked so stupid. The Infinity Stones.
Oh yeah.
But they're not even like they're like glued to the thing, and it's like what the this is stupid.
Yeah, like a display case kind
Yeah.
of thing. I don't know, if you were like a rich man and you could afford one of those nice glass stands, almost like an art museum, where you could open it up, put whatever you want in there and close it down. That'd be kind of cool.
I'd like to go to a video game museum. That'd be cool.
What would they have?
They'd have old stuff like an Atari and like maybe like that old ET game. That's
Yeah.
Video games are like that were like monumental and changed.
What
Have
games would there be?
I don't know. I feel like you could think of some that changed like the gaming industry.
Doom. The original.
Like a hard copy of Doom,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah, stuff like that.
Mario N64.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mario 64.
Well, like rare like consoles too. Like,
Yeah.
Like a
the Virtual
like-
Boy.
yeah, and
Yeah.
like that 64 CD drive that never came to like commercial like
Cell.
yeah. They could have one of those.
I don't even know what that is.
It was a failed device that was supposed to go on your like underneath your 64 that would take discs.
Oh.
Basically the GameCube.
Yeah.
Like they turned it into the GameCube. pretty
Yeah.
much.
I kind of want to know what some of the pre-order bonuses
What if
were
the new
for older
system went
games.
back to tiny discs?
We're getting there. We're going to get there.
Yeah, probably.
Your console is going to get more compact, and then, I mean, the next step is, like, I feel like I've said this before, the next step is just digital, right? To where it's just non-existent, like a physical copy.
Yeah, but it always feels better when you have a physical copy
Yeah.
of stuff.
I
think.
still have my physical copy of Left 4 Dead for the PC. I got that on Christmas.
Should we move on to the next topic?
Yeah, let's do
All right.
that. Let's move on.
Let's go to what are some weird things that old people do?
Reminisce about the past.
How so?
Like us.
Like-
I know we are old. I see the shit my brothers do, and I'm just like,
used to cost a nickel.
you
Yeah.
kids these days are so stupid.
Playing your fork knives. And, but
Oh, dude, that's one thing that drives me nuts is when they pronounce games wrong.
yeah.
You playing the Pokemans? It's like no,
It's not like they know what the series is.
Yeah, they're like pulling it from the zeitgeist of the
My mom
movie.
asked me if Spider-Man was DC.
Or like they'd be like, you playing your Nintendo? It's like it's a PlayStation, mother.
Is that a video game?
You're winning? It's like it's not a game you really win at. It's Minecraft.
Yeah. I definitely think like old people not understanding fairly new concepts is very weird.
Like
Like paying with your phone.
You're right.
Like,
one thing that drives me nuts is like my parents will constantly ask me like, how do I do this on my phone? It's like, Mom, you've had like 20 years before I was born to figure this out. How do you not know?
Yeah.
You know what? We're getting there because there's shit on my phone that I'm barely learning you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, after a quick Google search, you can figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
even,
it's
like-
stuff that I didn't even think.
Even Google is like so foreign to some people.
Oh yeah. Just like the idea that you could Google something and get a YouTube video on how to do it, even for like old people, it's like
Lest you be the Incredible Hulk.
lest you be the Incredible Hulk.
We were stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know why we didn't do the lug nuts first.
Yeah, no, that's a reference to the fact that me and Juan had to replace a tire, and we we're men, and we're not stupid. Like we kind of knew how to replace a tire, but we were struggling with it. So you get to that point where you're like, maybe I'm doing something wrong.
We lifted the car first before taking off the lug nuts.
Yeah.
So we're trying to take off the lug nuts and the wheel is spinning. And I'm telling you, there was a point that I was holding the wheel while Quinton tried.
Yeah.
And then we watched a YouTube video and then...
We were like, oh, lower it first, take the lug nuts off, and it just became super easy.
Well, the guy didn't say the lower. We just saw that it was lower because he was talking about
Yeah.
taking Frozen. Because it was during the winter, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was kind of around that time.
Really hard to do this unless you be the Incredible Hulk.
It was like this Scottish guy.
Old guy.
Yeah,
old guy.
Scottish old man, and it's fucking amazing. But you could Google how to do anything, and there's a YouTube video on it.
Yeah.
Usually when I'm troubleshooting something for a computer, or like trying to figure out, like even when I have problems running a game, like there's something fucked up with it, it's like I search it up and it's like, oh yeah, no, open up the settings, go here, type this in, because a lot of that's like coding. If you know how to do coding, you can probably figure it out, but it's definitely easier to just see if someone else figured it out and do what they did.
Yeah.
At this point, you could YouTube how to cook food and figure out how to cook a nice meal through YouTube or Google.
Yeah. So Juan, what are some
What was
other-
yours again, Gunnar? I forget.
I don't know. Phone
Pronouncing
stuff
stuff wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, yours was pronouncing.
And just
I'm just trying.
Dude, I can't
think
wait
of,
till
like-
I'm old so I can pronounce stuff wrong to my kids. Be like, you playing the Fortnites now?
You saw that community episode right when Pierce is hanging out with the old people.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm trying to think of like old people's stereotypes, because it's like weird things old people do.
I guess a stereotype would be that they're like racist.
No.
I would think
Like
so.
they're stuck in the past.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
Like they grew up in that period of segregation.
So they're,
and
like,
all that, so they
racist.
still hold it.
Yeah.
And I remember my brothers, my youngest brother Andy's grandma Jessie. Whenever they were watching football, she would call the cheerleaders whores because the way they were dressed. Like, cover up.
Jeez. Although,
Oh, there was another thing I could think
But I
of.
can't think of like a weird thing that like kind of circles most old people.
I was at Walmart once and there was this old lady like pushing a shopping cart like through the store, and I legit heard her like shit her pants. It was weird.
What?
Yeah, I was walking and there's this old lady like standing next like a couple feet away from me, and I just heard this really loud wet and I was like trying not to laugh, but I was like, I'm not going anywhere near her. It's gonna smell so bad, so I just left. I now that I think back on it, I'm not even sure if she was like supposed to be there or not.
you left the entire store. Like, I don't want to be in.
No,
that
I just
zero.
left that area. But like,
I guess old people giving out black licorice I find weird.
black licorice is
Or
gross.
mints.
I like mints.
Yeah, you're.
But they got those weird candies that like you wonder where they bought this candy because
But it's good though. Like those weird. They're like strawberry. It's like looks like a strawberry. The wrapper.
Yeah.
You know. Where the fuck do those come from? I have no idea where to buy those from, but old people
I
always seem
think
to
they're
have
Mexican
them.
stores. I swear.
Are they?
Yeah.
Old people always seem to have them, and I don't know where they come from.
Well, I'm thinking of that stuff that's kind of like Laffy Taffy, but it's like in the wrapper, and some are good, but then some just taste freaking foul.
Yeah.
I need to find somewhere where they sell butterscotch. I like
Dollar
butterscotch.
store.
Just because you like freaking candy corn, you
Yeah, I
sicko.
like candy corn.
Go to the dollar store,
caramel.
man. They got all sorts of stuff there.
Oh.
The dollar store is amazing. I wouldn't buy food from there. They have like bread and stuff there, and I would not buy from. But
Yeah.
like, they got like cleaning supplies and stuff for $1, so that's kind of nice.
What kind of old person do you think you'll grow up to be?
I want to be one that fucks around with people. Like walk out in the street in my underwear and be like, get off my lawn, and they're like, this ain't your lawn, old man. And I'm like, eh.
So you're gonna be a crazy old man.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do it like on purpose.
Like the one from Monster House.
Probably.
Yeah.
You want my house to eat you?
What about you, Juan? What kind of old person do you be?
Fuck, I'm already an old person, man.
Okay.
I see all this stuff. I mean, the biggest thing is like not understanding the kids these days and the stupid things they're doing.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I'm to that point. I see my brother, I see my other brother. I'm just thinking, you guys are freaking idiots. It's like, oh, that's dope, man. I'm like, you know what? When I was growing up, dope was kind of like an insult, like
You like dope.
like you
like,
idiot. It was like
idiot.
another word for like you idiot.
You dope.
Yeah, I swear they say it in Little Rascals.
Yeah.
Probably.
So you're gonna be that uncle who's like, on the camping trip gathers around the fire and he just talks about how it was in his
How
day.
it used to be, boys.
Back in 2000, it was like dope was an insult.
Before you were born, back in 2020, we had this thing called the Backstreet Boys reunion tour, and everybody had to stay home, and it was weird.
I'm gonna be the old person who tries to stay relevant.
I mean, I'm gonna try. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna try to keep up with things.
Yeah.
But there's some things that like in fads and stuff. I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep up with shit like that.
I'm gonna be like a new cool outfit or nice car is gonna come out, and I'm gonna get that car and I'm gonna drive it around, and it's
And you're gonna go watch the 15th Fast and the Furious movie.
Exactly, yeah. I'm gonna be like, man, that shit was whack. And they're like, we don't use the word whack anymore.
Vin Diesel's gonna be 80 years old and be like, one last ride.
Dude, one more thing that like old people do that's weird is they buy stuff from freaking like 20 years ago and it was expensive, right? And they just don't upgrade it. It's like, these tires were expensive 20 years ago when I bought them. It's like, old man, there ain't no treads on them thing. Get some new freaking tires.
It depends. I mean, my grandpa still uses a flip phone, but I can see that as him. He doesn't really have any care for what.
Well, that makes sense. But if
do.
it's like obsolete, like it does not work.
You mean like my grandpa
had
had one of those brick phones still?
Yes, but like it barely worked or something, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to like beat on it to get it to work or something.
You talk
like,
about
just
old
buy a
TVs when you had to like smack it.
Yeah, it's like just go to Walmart, buy a freaking flip phone for like $10 and be on your way, man.
Yeah.
Like upgrade.
Well, what kind of stuff other than phones would you say? Because you're talking about tires, but I mean, I feel like anyone
So my
knows
old
that.
boss had this printer that was a piece of garbage and it freaking broke down like every week and we had to like call people in to come fix it. And eventually they just got tired of trying to fix it. So they're like, you gotta buy a new freaking like printer.
New system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like and they're like, well, it was expensive. It cost it like as much as a car like freaking 20 years ago. It's like, well, it ain't 20
Then keep it
years
as
ago.
an antique.
Yeah, it ain't 20 years ago. Buy a new fucking printer, dude.
This thing is worthless now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna mention names, but yeah, I worked at a place where their whole operating system for the business was pre 9/11, and it was like, and it sucked. It had a lot of bad things with it, but that's a whole business that probably is using that.
Did they have
system.
those computers that are like white and they're like big? They got the big like tube monitors.
No.
No.
New computer running in
The computers that used to look like
operating
TVs.
system.
Oh, like Windows 97 or
Yeah,
something.
it
Yeah,
used a
yeah,
system like
that's
that.
what these people had. Like one of them had like freaking Windows 97 that like barely worked.
Did you guys ever play Reader Rabbit on the computer in school?
No.
I don't know. don't
I
think so.
played, God, what was that website? Miniclip.
I remember Miniclip.
You remember Miniclip?
I don't think so.
It was like where Club Penguin was on. Club Penguin was on Miniclip, I
don't
think.
Did you ever play those like weird games like the Skull Kid with like a chainsaw?
Yeah. Skull Kid.
I don't know. I don't know.
What was another good one? There was that archery one.
I swear there was one where you put like saws and you drop a dummy.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember there was this old website that we would all go to, and it was like a board game, and it had like a bunch of games you had to like play through to like get to the center. And I don't think they ever finished the website. And it had like this side thing that had like a bunch of math games and stuff.
Huh.
But there was like this one game where you were like a stick figure in like a notebook world, and you were
Yeah.
like doing stuff.
I want to know how computer classes are nowadays.
Nowadays?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's interesting to think about.
I imagine because I remember back in the day whenever you got free time in computer class, the teacher would go to like the whiteboard and write.
Right, the
What-
appropriate sites you could go to.
Yeah, so it'd be like cool math games and just like all these educational websites. Miniclip was definitely not one of them, but you could still get by.
Dude, those educational games were the worst.
Yeah.
They were horrible. They were so boring. It's like I'm doing math in order to watch a caterpillar freaking go across the screen or something.
Did you guys
Yeah.
ever play computer games? Like,
Toss the kitty.
Well, no,
You
not like
remember tossing-
online, but like you go to like Walmart to the store and you buy like computer games into your computer.
No, but I remember playing Sims, like one of the original Sims on computer.
I remember I bought Alien vs. Predator and I couldn't get it to work on my freaking dingy, stupid computer.
Yeah.
And so I like gave it to some kid who was supposed to trade me for a game and then he never did or something.
I remember one that I was an AVP game I was excited for, but it was like a strategic battle one.
Strategic, okay.
Yeah.
Like a RTS.
Like it was like I'm looking like at a bird's view. I have to like set my.
Yeah.
I had to like. I mean, it was kind of fun because I loved playing as the aliens because you'd make your nest and I'd pick an alien and get the human's attention and then run back and they'd follow me to the nest and the face huggers would get them and I'd get even more aliens.
I feel like you're like talking about like Total War or something, but I don't know anyone with aliens.
It was an
Like,
AVP game, an Alien vs. Predator game.
Yeah. But kids.
So what's
Like kids these days are probably doing a lot of weird things. Have you guys noticed really any? Because the one that I've noticed is the whole Fortnite Apex
Flossing.
flossing's fun actually.
I was gonna say flossing's kind of our days.
Well, I didn't know what the heck it was, so like when I saw memes that Sonic the Hedgehog flosses, I thought they meant like he's legit isn't a scene flossing.
Flossing his teeth.
Yes.
What are some weird things you guys did when you were kids?
Huh.
Yeah.
I remember this one time I was like on the playground with some of my friends, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what compelled us to do this, but it was weird. And like we were like fucking around on the playground and like one kid was like, "Hey, check this out," and like pulls his pants down and like flashes his wiener. Everybody's like, "Ah!" like kid like freaking out. And
Were
like,
you that kid, Gunnar?
Maybe, I don't remember. But like another one was like, "Hey, check this out," and like showed their wiener, and then like another kid was like, "I'm gonna show my butt, dude." I'm like, "Don't do it, don't show your butt. I'm gonna show my butt," and then they show their butt, and you're like, "Ah!" like freaking out. I don't know.
I was gonna say mooning was like.
You grew up with some
Big.
weird kids, Gunnar.
Yeah. Well, what
would know.
school did you go to?
I didn't grow up with
Freaking
you. We met in high
elementary.
school.
That's what you would know one of these people. I'm not gonna say their
yeah,
name,
yeah. That is really weird. You should message them.
I met him in high school too.
But I remember like right after that, these like girls started walking by and we were like, "Did they see that?" We're like, "I don't know." We're like,
a weird thing that I did as a kid was just you'd go on dumb adventures. You would just like walk. Like I remember just walking into like private property, like forested areas.
I think that's just kid stuff, though.
But
I
it
remember
is
doing
weird,
that, walking all
yeah.
around Paul.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever went to restricted areas because I was a little chicken shit.
Like I lived in the country, so like anywhere we went was private property, and we just like go and find shit. That abandoned milk farm near my house, right?
There's an abandoned milk farm near your house?
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that.
I did that with the band when I first met them and they were gonna like come to my house for the first time. It might have been with you, I don't know. But we just like went down that road, got to that hill, and then instead of going on and getting to my house, you just turn into this abandoned milk farm and like open the door, the windows are all broken, there's a bunch of shit everywhere, and it's just like pretending it's my house, like I live in like superb poverty, like an orphan.
"Oh."
That was a weird thing, but no, we'd always explore abandoned buildings and forests and stuff
And then
like
some
that.
weird old man walks up to you and he's like, "Hey kid, you want to see my purple heart?" And you scream and you run out. And he's like, "Don't come back."
I know, I feel like most kids do that with I mean, who knows now? I feel like most kids spend their time inside, don't really explore.
Yeah.
You guys ever wipe your boogers in weird places?
I don't pick my nose.
Well,
Okay,
like,
so-
no, when you were a kid.
No.
When it was cool, he never picked his nose when he was a kid.
Bull crap! You never picked your nose as a kid.
Yes, I would put it in weird spots, Gunnar. Is
Like-
that what you want me to say? I was
Yes.
a kid.
Like rub it in the carpet or something because you're too lazy to go get like, a tissue.
Yes,
Or like
okay.
on the back of the freaking like couch or something.
We used to have.
I
This,
put it in between the cushions. I didn't want people to find out, man.
You were hiding it like it was evidence for a crime or something. But we used to have this sticker on our fridge for the longest time, and it was for a website called www.fingersare4.com. And it all it was a picture of a kid picking his nose. That's all it was. But like, I never got into the nose picking thing, and I didn't understand it. You know,
speaking of .com, do you guys remember the Fooey brand?
What?
The Fooey brand?
Fooey?
Yeah, they did like pencils and stuff. Like, unleash your Fooey. Fooey! Their mascots were monkeys.
What did the pencils do?
I think they were just colorful.
Oh my god.
Yeah, did you ever get to that point? Like, you know, your school had like a little pencil machine, and like if you put a quarter in, you got like one of those glittery, like rainbow, shiny pencils. You were like the shit.
We did, but I don't know. You ever have like book fairs at your school?
I remember book fairs.
Those were awesome. I never really read the books I bought, but like
I was gonna say
they were being awesome.
I remember I'd like cry to my mom to get me books, but I never read them. I cried to my mom to get me the Narnia books, but I never read a single one.
I read like all the Captain Underpants ones, I think.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the first book you bought from a book fair?
No.
Because I remember mine.
I don't.
Maybe it was No David.
Yeah, mine. I think it was the first one and the only one that I ever bought, and it was a fucking guidebook for RuneScape. Yeah, because I played a lot of RuneScape as a kid, and that was like my favorite book for the longest fucking time.
Do they still make strategy guidebooks for games?
They do.
They do?
They
Probably.
do. Yeah. The last one I remember is Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Because I found that at my house actually recently.
Did you guys ever buy those like books that had like cheat codes and stuff in it? And then they never had any of the games you had?
Yeah.
Maybe they did, but like the code didn't work or something.
I feel like that was like from Scholastics when they'd give you like when schools would give you a piece of paper with a bunch of books on it and you could order them.
Dude,
Yeah.
I remember the Scholastic stuff. Like people would always buy books, and I'd always buy like the toys. Like maybe the toy came with the book.
I was gonna say,
something.
did they sell toys?
Yeah,
I guess
they did. They had like educational toys, but they're still toys.
Oh, okay.
Like a shark or something.
Two things I remember doing when I was a kid. Well, I guess the first one I was more of a toddler. I guess I didn't have the patience to go to the bathroom, so I used to pee in the corner. Yes. When I was like a toddler, I used to pee in the corner of my grandpa's house in my uncle's rooms.
Oh
Did
my.
they tell you to pee, or did you just like in your little boy mind was like, I'm gonna pee in this corner?
I don't know, Gunnar. I don't even remember what I was thinking back then. I just remembered I used to pee in the corners, and I used to sneak around at night and like open the fridge and grab sodas. Canned sodas, and I didn't know how to open them, so I would grab like my uncle's like dinosaur toys and use the tails of those dinosaurs to like prop open and open up the soda can so I could drink it.
And I thought I was a weird kid.
Yeah, no, that
Never
is.
peed in the corner of the room.
Oh yeah. You just freaking went nude.
Yeah, I'm a kid. I'm curious. I got a wiener. You got a wiener. It's like, what is this? What's going on?
Mine was harmless. Mine didn't.
Oh, you're harmless. What happened when your uncle freaking found a puddle just in the corner of the room? He probably had to clean it up.
There wasn't a puddle, man. It seeped into the carpet.
Oh God. Oh God, that's even worse.
You ever pee at recess, like at the playground?
I don't think I ever did.
No.
Hey, I don't know how specific I should be or not, but
Sure.
I don't think it'll matter. At the old Hayburn Elementary School,
Right.
there was that big tree, right? I don't think you guys went to Hayburn.
I did.
I went to Paul.
Yeah, I was gonna say they had the red playground and then the blue playground, and then it had the basketball court and then the big tree next to like the basketball court. I just remember like everyone would go and pee all the guys would go to this tree and just pee.
I had no friends at Hayburn. It was sad, actually.
I didn't
Maybe
have
because
a lot
you
of
were
friends.
throwing out your underwear, Gunnar.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Showing
throwing
people
my
your
underwear.
dick.
That was after I made friends. I remember.
Blood brothers.
Yeah,
Wiener
pretty
brothers.
much. I remember like.
Was he in there?
in the
He's
in that
holding up a-
situation.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, he was in that situation.
So this stove.
You're gonna have to bleep that out, boy.
Okay, I would bleep it out.
For our listeners, there was a name slip, an accidental name slip, probably the first of its kind so far.
I can't believe you did that.
Second of its kind.
But yes, he was involved in that situation.
Wow.
I think we called it the day that shall not be named, and then we talked about
Well,
it.
apparently you're talking about it.
I'm an adult and I don't care anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. It's freaking hilarious.
The day that shall not be named.
But yeah, I
We
did
were
stuff
weird
like that
kids.
as a kid.
Of showing wieners? That's the day.
Hey,
Yeah.
I wasn't as bad as my brother. You know what he used to do?
What?
He used to pee in the toy chest.
Oh, that's. What the fuck is up with you guys peeing in weird spots?
I don't
Use
know.
the toilet, you fucking animal.
I think peeing on trees is okay.
Trees is fine, but toy chest, carpet.
I was a toddler.
What the fuck was wrong with you?
I was a kid.
Oh my god.
I was like 5, okay?
I was like 5 and I didn't know how to go to the fucking bathroom.
you know what? I didn't have the patience to walk to the bathroom. It was on the other side of the
Oh
house.
my god.
But yeah, I'd wake up and see my brother hovering over the toy chest and peeing into it. Like, what are you doing?
That's nasty.
Like dogs that haven't been potty trained yet.
Fuck up.
How old? How old?
How old was he?
Yeah.
I want to say he was like 8. He was old enough to know better.
Okay, how old were you peeing in the carpet?
I was like a toddler. I was like maybe 5 to 6.
Oh, okay.
4
okay.
to 6.
Is he older than you?
No, I'm older.
Then how is he 8 and you're 6 in this situation?
No.
No, this happened when I was this, and then when
Oh.
I'm older and my brother's here,
Oh,
I
okay.
wake up and I see him doing that.
Did you say
Okay.
anything? Be like, hey, man.
I'm just like,
Okay, so you do get mad and like.
I'm just like, oh yeah, he's peeing on our toys that we play with.
How long have you been doing this?
We had a green toy chest, it was a green box.
Well, it wasn't green
I was
A
gonna
green
say.
wooden box.
Slowly turns yellow.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Oh
Yeah, we
wow.
couldn't let him have any watermelon after like a certain time at night because he would pee the bed for the longest time.
Watermelon?
Watermelon?
Yeah. If he couldn't drink like liquids and stuff
Oh.
after a certain time because.
I was gonna say that's like normal
Dude,
to not.
But
have
no, he was old enough that he shouldn't have been.
When was the last time you pissed the bed?
I don't know.
Mine was probably like a few years ago, actually.
I was gonna
You
say
sure it
mine-
wasn't a wet dream?
No, I pissed the bed. I like had that weird dream where you see a toilet and you gotta pee and you pee in the toilet, but it's not the toilet, it's your fucking bed. You
I've never
wake
had a
up and
dream
you're
like
wet
that.
and you're like, fuck!
I'd have to say my last one was probably about like 9-ish years ago.
Mine was probably like 2 or 3.
Yeah, it was
9 years ago.
It was like probably it was either before middle school or during middle school. So
Do you
kind
remember
of
the reasoning why? Or you just kind of.
No, because like it was like fall asleep, wake up, and you piss the bed, kind of. Yeah, you know.
It happens.
Follow
Yeah.
up. When was the last time you shit your pants? I'll go first. Probably a couple years ago. Definitely my junior year of college.
I want to say 8 years ago.
I gambled on a fart and I shit myself.
I'd have to say recently. like a year
Yeah.
or 2.
Yeah.
Did
It
you
happens,
gamble on a
man.
fart?
Yeah.
It happens,
It
man.
Dude, sometimes you eat some food and it kind of gets you sick a little bit, but you don't
Dude.
know yet.
My college food fucking gave me rancid diarrhea. Like,
You mentioned that before in
I
other
know.
podcasts.
I
Oh,
know.
speaking of food, we actually went to Arby's
Yeah.
after our last podcast the other time.
The worst fast food restaurant part 2. We
There's
went
kind-
to Arby's after pretty much all agreeing that Arby's was probably the worst place here to eat fast food.
I would still say it was better than Panda Express.
Okay.
You fucking
Yeah,
sinner.
you are a monster.
Dude, you know
But
what's-
Arby's we kind of underestimated Arby's. We either caught it on a good day or we ordered things that were actually pretty well cooked.
I mean, I think my sandwich actually looked like it does in the commercials.
Oh yeah?
You know what I think is absolutely disgusting? I hate freaking Little Caesars. It's so gross. I worked there once and there were so many flies everywhere I accidentally killed one. You don't accidentally kill a fly unless there's a fuck ton of them.
Yeah.
Like
It's funny you say that, but we just ate that a while ago.
Yeah.
Little Caesars.
Yeah.
It's probably good now, but when I worked there, it was freaking nasty.
Remember when you know who on his first day broke?
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, that
was crazy.
I mean, sad, but
Yeah.
it happens.
Yeah.
I remember when I was working at a factory and I was a forklift driver, like after a week or so of forklift driving, I dropped a package.
Pretty sure it happens. They tell you it happens.
Yeah. They told me that everybody has one.
Yeah.
But like I felt it.
You know what kind of drives me nuts about like first starting a job?
Mm.
If I first, like, I've kind of decided this like after a while, but like if I first start a job and they kind of just ignore me, I'm probably gonna just like walk out because it kind of pisses me off.
Getting ignored.
Like, yeah, because it's like, okay, let's go to work, and it's like, what am I supposed to do?
Oh, you mean when they don't really give you your information on what to do?
Yeah.
I worked a lot of temp jobs like that.
Well, like they
it
just
kind
like,
of annoyed
they
me.
all kind of disperse and like get to work, and you're just standing there and you're like, what the fuck do I do? And then the boss is like, why aren't you working? It's like, I don't fucking know what to do.
Yeah.
I worked for a potato factory, and what I had to do was there were potatoes coming. I had to throw good ones in one basket, bad ones in another one. And I was doing it, and then after like I got a pallet full, I'd have to lift up the crates and take them to an area, and that area got full. And this was like I was working the graveyard shift, and I like did not know where to put them.
Yeah.
It was like this area where you want me to put them is like it's full. There's no room for any more, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to find someone.
Yeah, and then like the manager is like in buttfuck nowhere in the store or
Yeah.
factory or
Well, it was
whatever.
graveyard shift.
And you
I
gotta
had
go
no
like
idea.
track them down, and then it's like your work starts piling up. It's like, what the fuck do I do?
Yeah, jobs definitely suffer from teaching you like the what ifs situations of like, okay, your job is to do this, but there is something that can happen, and if that does happen, you need to do this.
Yeah.
Because definitely like after that, you probably learned what you were supposed to do, right?
No, I
No,
didn't.
you never did.
Never?
Oh wow, that's weird.
That's weird.
I working at Domino's when I first started. It was definitely trial by fire, because it was like you go there, you work inside for a little bit, and you're going on ride-alongs with another delivery driver, and it's very weird to do that because essentially it would just be like, we're going here and then we're going here because this one needs to get delivered first, this one needs to get delivered second. And like you get there and it's like, okay, we look at the ticket, we get the shit, we walk up to the door, we knock on the door, they answer, we get the money, blah blah blah, go back. And then so you would do that like 3 times, 4 times in one day, and then they're like, all right, go do some deliveries. And then I remember like starting off doing my deliveries and like being told, gotta be faster. Oh, you forgot something, can't do that. And I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this job, but I have a code when starting off with a job, and it's like when you're at your lowest at a job, give it 1 more week, and if you aren't better at the end of that week, find a new job. And I did that with Domino's. God, I felt like I was doing a really bad job, and I was like, 1 more, if I can do better in this next week, I'm gonna stay. And I got better.
I was gonna say I'm surprised that you struggled. It seemed like you were natural.
I struggled, definitely.
I struggled at the newspaper when I worked there.
Yeah.
That place was horrible. I hated that place. You guys
know, really.
that. Dude, it was so bad though, because it's like I went trial by fire pretty much. I went in and I kind of knew what to do because I went to school for like graphic design and stuff, but it's hard when your fucking boss doesn't even know what like a refresh button does on a web page. It's like I can't ask him for help. He doesn't freaking know.
Weird things old people do.
Yeah. But I forgot where I was going with this. What were we talking about?
But you
hate your
got
job.
better.
You hate your job.
Oh yeah. That's what. Yeah, I kept waiting for their old designer to come back because she was on like maternity leave, So I was like, this place fucking sucks, but I'm only here for a month. And then like their designer never came back, and I ended up going
And that
there
month
for like 8
turned
months.
into many.
8 months. Into 8 months.
And we kept hearing, we never heard the end of it, folks.
No,
Yeah.
dude, they made
Every
me put.
PSN party, dude, I fucking hate my job.
Dude, he made me put an ad out for my own fucking job at one point, and it pissed me off. And everybody was like, dude, just leave. Just leave. Like, don't
Yeah,
go back.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I should have, but
Yeah.
I never did. And on one hand, I'm glad that I kind of kept up with it, because, like, it taught me a lot, and I learned a lot of, like, experience about how to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which I can, if I wanted to start my own business or something, now I know how to do.
Yeah.
Put
some
him
of
out
that
of
stuff.
business.
I'm not doing fucking newspapers. That's a dying goddamn business.
Try to do an app.
A newspaper app.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a blog or something. Probably.
That's gonna be the next Superman. The
Pretty
Daily
much is.
View is gonna be the Daily Planet app.
But like going back to what you said, if you can kind of hold out for like a week, maybe you'll do better.
Yeah.
But at that time, I should have just left.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like when I decided, like, if I ever get like a really crappy job again, I'm just gonna like walk away.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna give a notice or anything. I'm just gonna walk.
That's
Yeah.
messed up.
Hey, I
Fuck
personally.
him. If my boss is an asshole, I'm not gonna give him the light of day.
What if you just get him on a bad day?
He had a bad day like every fucking week. It was cool.
I feel like walking out of a job should be reasonable.
Mhm.
I feel like that should never be held against
If
you.
they can fire you on the spot, there's no reason why you can't just walk out on the spot.
Yeah, exactly.
There's really not.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, I've worked a lot of jobs where if someone would work for one day and it's like, they just left.
Yeah, gone the next.
Well, no, they left, like, some of them left that same
Oh,
day.
yeah. Like lunch breaks and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
No, not lunch breaks, they left.
Oh,
left,
okay.
Like,
Okay. Sorry, I'm going off of personal experience of leaving during a lunch break. But, switching up gears, hardcore right now.
yeah.
What?
Man crushes?
Alright.
Cause, man crushes?
Yeah.
Man crushes. I think I totally misread it, because I thought of female crushes. Or best
No, it was
actress.
Man Crush.
Yeah, no, okay. Someone else is gonna have to take the helm on this while I remember some names.
Ryan Reynolds. That's my man crush.
Really?
Always has been, always will be.
Oh, I did misread it. I read the topic right above it, which is best actress.
Wow.
Yeah, give me a second.
Alright, so, since when has Ryan Reynolds?
Since Deadpool.
Since Deadpool, so-
Very much.
You can't always say always. Who was it before Ryan Reynolds?
I don't freaking know. It just became Ryan Reynolds one day. There was
After
no one,
watching Deadpool?
and then there was Ryan Reynolds. And I
Is it
never
the
looked
Deadpool
back.
Ryan Reynolds? You know, when his
Yeah.
face looks
No, just
looks
Ryan
like Freddy
Reynolds.
Krueger.
Just Ryan Reynolds, man. He's a sexy boy. I'd fuck him.
I think fucking,
It ain't gay if they're famous. I'm just saying.
it's, the guy that plays Jim, John Krasinski,
John Krasinski.
Quiet Place,
Quiet Place.
The dad?
The Office, yeah.
He's in
Yeah, yeah.
Office.
I really like his look, but then also David Hayter. I have a type.
You have a
I
type.
have a
What's that type?
It's like the longish hair, can grow a nice beard, kind of works out. You like has that body where it's like you're not sure if they work out, but you could like definitely see them pumping irons, kind of thing. Definitely. I was gonna say a weird one, but I guess I will say it. Triple H, Undertaker. I thought they looked good. They were good looking guys, especially Triple H, WWE.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
like, what? Okay, that makes more sense.
Do you have anyone like Quinton besides Ryan Reynolds?
I went, man. Your turn.
One and done.
One and done, but Quinn has multiple. Okay, since Quinn's had multiple, The Rock, Arnold in his prime, and I want to say Jet Li.
Oh, Jet Li's a really good one. Gosh,
But no, I've always loved The Rock since I was a kid.
I like Jackie Chan. a lot too. Yeah, especially in.
Have you seen The Foreigner? Have you seen
No,
that
I
movie?
haven't.
Oh, it's great. I think
It
it's
looks-
still on. I think it's still on Netflix.
Oh my god.
Check it out, man. Good movie.
I will probably, but what era Dwayne the Rock Johnson? Because like back in the day, he used to have hair.
Now, it's now. I mean, The Rock is still freaking great now.
Yeah. So you like now rock the.
I've loved The Rock since the beginning. From WWE, he was my favorite wrestler.
I don't know.
I used to always say, "Do you know what The Rock is cooking?"
I
And
kind
for
of.
some reason, when I was a kid, my answer was hamburgers. Like, that's the answer to that question.
There has to be an apron out there for Jesus. There has to be an apron out there for like men that are grilling that says, "Do you smell what The Rock is cooking?" There has to be.
I want that apron now.
You want that
I do too,
apron?
but it's The Rock's body.
Yeah.
It's like this buff.
So it's like on his
guy.
chest, it says it?
Yeah, but I always liked the Rock when he's wearing those turtleneck shirts, those long sleeve shirts. I really like long sleeve shirts.
Yeah, I saw the game plan a couple weeks ago, and it's crazy because he's small in the game plan, but he's still big. And compared to how he is now, like he's not as massive as he is now, but he's like still pretty massive.
Is that
It's
the
like,
one with the little girl?
Yeah.
I don't know her name, but she's like hot now, I think.
Okay.
You think?
I think I got.
How old is she, Gunnar?
She's like my age.
All right, good.
She's
She was
like
in
older
Corey
than
in the
me, I
House.
think. Yeah, that girl.
Corey in the
Or not
House.
Corey.
Yeah, she's the president's
yeah.
daughter in Corey in the House.
Yeah, that girl.
Mm.
I think she was like slightly older than me too, which was
Can-
like surprising.
Can we talk about best actresses since I was like kind of prepared for it?
All
Yeah,
right.
we seem to be going there. so-
Yeah, I still to this fucking day love Uma Thurman.
I don't know
I
who
think
that
she's
is.
a beautiful woman. Kill Bill.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
I want to say Sigourney Weaver,
Mm.
just because I really like Alien.
I
That's
know
like
you do.
Where she came. That's like Was that her first movie? That's
I feel
probably
like
not
that's like
first.
her only film that she's like really big in. I mean, what other films is
She's
in
in
that
other
she's big?
stuff. She's in one of the Resident Evil movies, I think.
I mean, I know she's in Avatar,
She's in Avatar. She's in all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, no.
but like I don't really see her in like in big roles.
She's. I'm wondering if she like gave it up or something. Maybe.
I mean, how would you
I don't
feel
know.
if they pulled a Halloween and they retconned Prometheus and all the aliens other than Alien 1 and did a new Alien 2 and brought Sigourney Weaver back?
That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. I have honorable mentions. Jenna Fisher. She's also in The
What's
Office.
Jenna Fisher on?
She's Pam
I don't know who Pam is.
in The Office.
I don't know the names of people in the office.
The secretary.
Oh.
Yeah. I actually don't know anything else she's in, but I really like her, and I also like the.
The love interest, your man crush.
Yeah. And I also really like the girl that plays Alice in the Resident Evil movies, because I think she's got a nice body and she's got good looks. But when you think about it, it is kind of weird how the director to the Resident Evil movies is her husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's all those kind of sexy
She's
shots
not
of her.
like an actor, but she's a voice actor. Tara Strong. I like her.
Laura Bailey.
I'm not sure who that is.
She does a couple voices for I think World of Warcraft. It's either World of Warcraft or StarCraft, but she's a pretty big voice.
I mean, I've heard Laura Bailey, but I can't put characters behind.
Yeah, trust me.
Because if I can think of the characters, I can think of the voice.
Yeah.
And then all I need is the face.
Yeah, definitely. Gosh, what was yours?
I'd say mine, I guess, Gal Gadot.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I liked her in Wonder Woman.
Yeah, she was a great she's a good Wonder Woman.
Do you
I
guys-
love Wonder Woman. I really liked her in Justice League Dark War or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, the scene with her when she when she goes back or whatever, was
And just
freaking
whoops
awesome.
everyone.
Goes back. I
I'm
love
not
how
trying to,
vague.
like, boil
okay. I was like, that's so vague.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it vague.
Wonder Woman has a badass scene in Justice League
Dark.
Apocalypse War.
Yeah, Dark Apocalypse War.
I don't like those movies. I don't like the animated movies.
What?
Yeah.
I love them. They're so much better than the live action
Yeah, I don't like superhero movies though in general.
Wow.
I just think they're super cheesy.
But for some reason you really like Constantine,
like the live action movie of
the
Constantine.
character
There's
Constantine.
a live action Constantine?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I think
With
Keanu Reeves played
yeah.
Constantine,
I was
even
gonna,
though he looks nothing like Constantine.
I was gonna say, why the fuck did no one mention Keanu Reeves or Will Smith as their man crush? 'Cause
I don't know,
thinking of-
Quinton. Why did you say them?
Because like Will Smith popped in my head, and I'm like, damn, Will Smith's
don't
an
much-
attractive motherfucker.
I don't much care for Will Smith, I guess, but Keanu
Really?
Reeves, I mean, I don't know. It's Will Smith. It's just like, oh yeah, there he is.
The fact that he doesn't age, like he still looks good for his age.
I get
I
that.
mean, if talking about not age, I was saying I'll throw Morgan Freeman in there.
Yeah.
As a man crush?
Yeah.
You're crushing on Morgan Freeman?
Yeah.
yeah. Ooh.
Every man that crushes on him, he gains another freckle.
I just have him read me bedtime stories.
That would be nice.
Honorable mentions to Brad Pitt. He's an attractive guy.
I guess I feel like I have more bad crushes than I do actresses I like.
I'm trying to think of a female protagonist in like horror movies, like in like a chain of them, kind of like the Resident Evil movies.
Sydney from Scream.
Okay. I feel like there's more, and I feel like there's a recent series that I'm trying to think of, but I cannot
Recent series.
put my finger on it. Kind of recent.
Like movies?
Yeah.
New franchise or
No, like-
continuation of an old
I'd
franchise?
say between now and
Sarah Connor?
2000. No.
Oh, that's so hard. Oh,
I don't know. I
gosh.
feel like I'm trying to think of someone, but maybe I'm not. I don't know.
I don't know. Whenever I try to think of old movies, only the outliers come out, like the Leprechaun series. Yeah.
Those movies are weird.
Yeah, or Jurassic Park.
Have you seen the new one?
Jurassic Park?
No, Leprechaun.
Leprechaun. There's a new one.
Is it
Yeah.
a new one?
What
It
is it?
retcons all the sequels
Oh,
and it just
yeah.
has the first one and the second one.
Huh. Uh-huh.
Oh no, but Jurassic Park, the last one was stupid. The ending was stupid. I had to. They're alive, like me. It's like, yeah, but they're freaking dinosaurs.
Well, I feel like the plot to Jurassic Park just got weird because it turned from an amusement park that kind of, or not even amusement park. The original was like
It was
like a
in the making.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a prototype, and it's like even then it kind of gets out of control, and now it's like, what are we gonna do for the new one? Oh, it's an amusement park that gets out of control. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but the whole thing, I mean, Jurassic World, I feel like it just got too watered down, but the idea was the whole, they'd been successfully running this Jurassic World for years, but then they decide to like, we don't have enough people
But
with
then
their
the
butts in the
asteroid
seats,
hits.
so let's make a new dinosaur. We have the technology. We can make it faster, stronger.
Has anyone seen the $1 Million Man?
I have not. I remember seeing like the 1-800 commercials for it.
Yeah.
For $1 million.
Man.
Speaking, you know what? Let's just go to that topic. What 1-800 commercials do you fondly remember?
Oh, I remember that weird like inflatable frisbee thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? It looked like a UFO.
Soccer boppers?
No, it was like a frisbee. It was like inflatable, like frisbee thing. It looked like those weird metal balloons, but I think it had like a wire in it.
Huh.
I don't know what it was called, but I remember that thing.
You just remind me of like Fushigi.
Did you ever have freaking moon shoes?
No.
Those weird trampoline shoe things, dude. I think they got recalled because they were basically like an ankle like destroyer.
Oh yeah, I imagine. The one that I remember is the fucking Cheopets.
Chia.
I remember that. I think it was also like Heidi or like it was like a child actress that they had a bunch of her movies that they were
Oh,
putting
Shirley
as-
Temple?
Yeah, Shirley Temple.
I was gonna
and
say.
Zoo Books.
I remember Zoo books.
That's like all Adult Swim had was like 1-800 commercials and then like the black screen with text.
I heard there was, this is random, but I think there was like a documentary about Shirley Temple and how it was like some weird like pedophile like thing going on in Hollywood. Because there's like one movie where like there's like this little kid, she's like dancing on stage like a showgirl, and there's like this little kid like in a sailor outfit or something, and he's doing something and she's like dancing or whatever. It's like weird. Okay. And they like tied it to like some weird like pedophile ring or something.
Kind of like softcore porn.
With kids.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
Yeah.
That's kind of. I don't want to watch.
yeah.
When I kind of heard about that, I'm like, I don't want to watch those like ever.
I don't think they ever looked interesting to me. I think they were old enough that they were in black and white because I remember like seeing the side by side like black and white. Now it's in color.
Dude, she's like dead now. I think.
I'm sure they're still selling her series.
They're still selling it, but she's like dead. She's old. It was like 100 years ago or something.
Do certain documentaries just come off to you as like too depressing or something that you don't really want to know about? Because I can think of those How the World is Gonna End documentaries that they used to play on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Okay, I don't know if they're documentaries, but History Channel, the Ancient Aliens.
Yeah.
Freaking drives me nuts. It's just like, was Jesus an alien? It's like, I don't know, probably not. Were the freaking pyramids constructed by alien beings from another world to charge the planet to use as a battery? And then they never answer. It's like, well, fucking were they?
So you don't like all the questions they brought up?
They just bring up questions and no answers. And it's like, ancient alien theorists believe that these pyramids were built from the top down. It's like, okay, why? It's like, to charge their ships. It's like, okay, how? It's weird. But there is like weird stuff. You look at like old like Renaissance paintings and they got like...
Don't they have like ghost hunter shows on the Discovery Channel now?
I don't know. They've always had them.
I've always liked ghost hunter shows.
They're just so stupid.
They are, but what? There's that one group, that one famous group with like, I think the main guy's name is Zach, and he like wears a T-shirt, and he's all
Zach
like,
and Cody.
Ghost Hunters.
Yeah,
that's like the most simple one I could think of that was like on Sci-Fi for the longest time.
Yeah,
guys,
I loved watching.
Remember when Cartoon Network?
Yes, I was just gonna bring that up. I was gonna say, remember that like Cartoon Network Live fucking year, and they had that Ghost Hunter show, and they had like 3 episodes, and I think they canceled it.
Really, just 3 episodes?
I think so. There wasn't very much.
I was gonna say a lot of the live-action Cartoon Network shows got canceled after pretty soon.
I remember that one where they're riding a roller coaster and they're asking them questions while they're riding it.
Yeah.
Destroy Build Destroy was fun.
That
one lasted like the whole time though.
Yeah,
that was a good
like
show.
A season.
I think it was popular though, probably. Is
with
why it lasted.
That guy from WK.
I don't freaking know. I love that show though. That was like the only good show.
It had like engineering into it, and the kids, smart kids, had to like do stuff so it would work.
We're gonna make a boat out of boats. Boom, and then they blow shit up. It's fucking awesome.
There was another series that I liked. I want to say it was called like Paranormal Investigations, but it was like this whole team of like people that were like specialized in certain things. And they would search for cryptids and for ghosts and stuff, and they would like actually track, like it would be like somewhere in Bolivia, like they would go search for like the chupacabra or something. And it was actually a really good show, because I remember there's one episode where they go to like an old Aztec place, and one of the people, like, it's obviously fake, but he like gets picked up and he's like getting choked by like this bean, and it's caught on camera, on like thermal camera, where it shows this like 8-foot thing holding him up against the wall, and all of his friends come and like it drops him and then it's gone, and he's like
But did you ever watch that show on Sci-Fi when they like take a myth and they recreate it?
Mythbusters?
No. They take like a mythological creature and like learn stuff about it, and then they recreate it and like do like little clip of
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
it. I remember they did like the Megalodon shark for one episode.
I feel like I know what you're talking about. Dude, ghosts. Okay, I kind of want to ask this. Have you guys ever had some sort of a ghost or paranormal encounter in your life?
Yes,
Okay.
I have.
I'm gonna say one. I was gonna say maybe it was just my fears and I was just seeing shit, but you know our friends E and T.
Okay.
E and T,
Yep.
right? Okay. They played with a Ouija board.
Who's T?
Oh,
I don't.
E-T-Y.
booty.
Just
Lives
just
in
keep
Washington.
going. Keep going. Oh, okay,
T.
okay.
And you know who E is.
Yeah.
And they played with a Ouija board. We were all hanging out, and then it's like, hey, I got this Ouija board. Do you want to play with it? I'm like, fuck no. And T's like, yeah, I'm down, and like I'm not.
Oh, of course.
And I'm like, I'm not playing. Like I like put my hand under the sheets, like I'm not even looking.
I think like I was there.
Apparently they were doing it, and the TV turned on. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they were just fucking with me.
I don't know. T says it was real.
But the
He claims
TV
it
turned
was.
on.
I was
Like,
gonna say I don't really
and
see.
E was like, that's so freaking weird because I have it set up for when my PlayStation, like when my TV turns on, my PlayStation also automatically turns on, or vice versa. It was one of the two.
Yeah.
And like I'm just like, what the? I just
Weren't the dogs freaking out too?
I don't
something?
remember. Maybe they were. But I'm just under the covers, like in darkness, and I don't know. Maybe they were just fucking pulling my leg and like just fuck with chomping.
Yeah, I don't really see E&T
But
pulling a prank on you.
like a couple days later, I swear like I was just laying down. I swear like I saw an old lady like in the shadows, like near my face, and it just like sent a chill down my spine. I'm just like turned and like slept on my face.
Oh wow, you're that kind of person where like something like that happens, you just kind of like ignore it or like try to get
I'm
away.
not
Well, my family was in the room because we were all at my grandpa's, and we were all like sharing
A
the same room.
Yeah.
Me, my brothers, and my mom.
Okay.
And there was only so much room on the bed, so one person always had to sleep on the floor, and I was on the floor.
Mhm. What about you? You have a paranormal story?
I have a few. Yeah. There was one time when I was like a little kid. I think my house used to be haunted. What was that?
Closer
Oh.
or louder.
Sorry.
No,
Okay.
you're good.
I was like a little kid, and I was always like afraid of my room for some reason. And like I went into my mom's room, and I was like, "Mommy, I'm scared." And she was like, "Oh, honey, come up here. We'll pray, and that'll fix everything." No, this is what's weird though. So we had we put our TV not on like mute, but like on one of those like guide channels, you know, where like shows everything.
I
Yeah,
remember.
it's
Do they still
scrolls.
have those?
They
Yeah.
do.
But like it didn't have the little display where it showed like what was on the channel or whatever, It didn't have that. So it was just like quiet, and it was just like this channel. It was so we could like focus on prayer or whatever.
Okay.
And we started praying, and as soon as we ended that prayer, the freaking TV went back to cable on its own. It was super weird.
Huh.
The exact moment we said amen, it went back. It was super weird.
Did you guys start praying again harder?
No. No, I don't think so. I think we were just like, whoa, that was weird.
Huh.
I didn't think anything of it. And then there was this other time, I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh with one of my friends in my house, and my mom was watching some show about, I want to say David Hitchcock, whoever made Psycho, that old movie,
Yeah.
with the the shower or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was like I want to say it was like a documentary about him, but it was like this weird part where he was like he developed a song or something. He was like going like orchestrating it, and people were like and then it'd go back to him, and people were like and then it was like it was weird. It was weird. It was a weird documentary.
Yeah.
But like in that moment, it like had the like fucking playing. And I felt like this heavy like feeling coming over me, and then all of a sudden this like picture, this like little photograph of like one of my cousins in the like Air Force or something. It was like in a picture, like in the corner of a picture frame, and it just kind of like fell out.
Oh wow.
Like and it was like unnatural kind
I
of.
think that's just gravity.
No, it was weird. It was weird.
Yeah.
It was weird. It happened at the exact moment, like I had that like heavy feeling, and when the music was playing, it was like weird. And there was no way it could have just like been the wind or something, because I like put it back and I tried like blowing on it from like an angle and like from the top or whatever. I was like, maybe it was the air, but like that never happened before, so that was weird. And it didn't just like, we have like a fireplace, right? So it was like over the fireplace.
Yeah, on
I feel like if it was the wind, it would have fell onto the fireplace, but it flew off onto the floor.
Yeah.
It was super weird. So I think that was something.
I felt like you were listening to Sephiroth's theme just the way you were going. you know.
But-
I was gonna say.
Okay, and then I have one more I will share. I don't know if it was something, but I'm gonna assume it was. I was at Albion one year, right? With some friends, and I was.
Do you want to explain what Albion is? To
Oh
some
yeah,
people?
it's like a haunted house.
Yeah.
It used to be a college here in Idaho, but it's shut down, and now it's like a horror house. Every October.
It's a tourist attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tourist attraction.
And-
they have 3 college buildings.
Yeah,
and
and
they
you go through and it's scary, and then they don't do it anymore, but like a few years ago they had this one part, it was the dorms, you could just kind of go in and kind of like look around or whatever.
Well, they still do it, but
No, they don't.
I was gonna say, I went last time and they said they were like, it's too unsafe on
Yeah.
the upper floors,
Something like that.
so they don't let people upstairs anymore, which is stupid.
They didn't let us go in last time.
Wow.
This last October, like at all.
Wow.
They converted the downstairs to a escape room or something. But anyways,
Oh.
we went to the dorms, and I had like my phone like on record, and I was like fucking around. I was like, if anyone's here, let us know. And I remember like the app was like not working right. It was like glitching or something. Like it wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
And then I had to like turn the phone off and back on, and then it worked normal. And I was like, that was weird. And I feel like that was something.
Oh, okay.
But that was kind of minor. And one more thing,
Okay.
This is not a ghost, but it was weird. Me and my old roommate were at Albion, and there was this dude, I think he was high or drunk or something, but he's like looking through like one of the rooms that's like boarded off, and we walk up to him, we're like, you okay, man? And he jumps back and he's like freaking out, and he just like walks off, and I looked to my roommate, I was like, that was fucking weird.
Did he grab you and start chanting backwards?
I have 2 stories. One is a ghost one, and one is something else story. But you probably heard this one. But it was at Albion a couple years back, where you could actually go upstairs to like the 2nd, 3rd floor of the dorm room. Which the thing with the dorm room is there's no attractions, there's no actors or anything.
Well, they had a couple actors, I think.
Did they?
Walk through. Yeah.
Well, then that kind of shits on my thing a little bit.
They didn't. They had like 1 or 2 in there.
I don't.
They kind of like walk around and like hide and stuff.
Do they?
Yeah, I
'Cause
remember.
that really fucks with my story, because my whole thing on this story is the fact that there were no actors in that.
Well, I remember talking to one of the actors, and they're like, "Yeah, I was down here in this room, and like something touched me and it freaked me the fuck out. I just wanted this to end. I want my shift to be over."
Wouldn't
Yeah.
that just be like one of the other buildings?
No, it was in the dorms, dude.
That's so weird, because okay, so me and Jay were on the 3rd floor, and we had just gone up one of the stairs, and you know how there's no doors on really any of the rooms and all
Right.
that. So we're walking down the hallway, and there's this lady standing in one of the doorways. Can't see her skin or face, but her dress just pure white, and just like it stood out like in the moonlight kind of thing. And like a little ways like behind us or in front of us, I don't remember, but like off to my right, I remember just like kind of seeing this dress in the doorway. And then like we look at it, and then backs off into the room, and we ran in and looked in, nothing.
Huh.
Yeah, couldn't see anything. There was nobody in there, and we got the fuck out. And we were like, that was
J what?
JH.
JH.
Yeah, it was like, fuck that.
That might have been something. If you
Wow.
went into the room and there was nothing there,
Yeah.
it could have been something.
And it was one of those ones where it only had one entrance, too.
Right.
Yeah, and it was like went in, and then, you know, there's the tables and chairs all the way around, and
No
it's
wonder
like,
you have nightmares all the time.
Yeah. And then
I was gonna say that could have been one of the actors, but if you went in there and there was no one, then yeah.
I mean, did
Could
you
be
have a
something.
clear view of the whole room, or were there like some dark spots in there?
it was like had a clear room.
Did it have like a closet?
No, I don't think so.
Huh.
I just remember like looking in, and it was like I could see the back wall, I could see that wall, I could see all the way down to the corner of the room, and like there was a window, you know, with where light was pouring through, and it was like nothing. And this was like before, you know, everyone had a phone with a flashlight on it and all that. So I was like fairly young, and it was like the craziest thing that had ever happened to me. And
Wow.
then this other one, I had a cousin who used to live fairly close to my home, out in the country, you know, and he lived where there used to be a chicken farm. So there was this chicken coop, and had a metal roof, and, you know, wood walls, and the walls had these like slits in them that you could like see through if it was light, but it was super dark, but there was still moonlight and everything. And we were walking, adventuring, because, you know, that's what we did as kids, was just like walk around at night and shit. But it was a good distance away from the house, and we start walking off that way because we like to climb on the buildings and jump off and other shit. And we are approaching this chicken coop, and in one of the slits, we just see 2 red eyes, just like glowing red eyes looking through the slit. And like we're sitting there, and we're like 10, 15 feet away from it. We're just looking at it, we're like, what the fuck is that? Like, what the fuck is that? It's just like panic. And it was like lower. It wasn't like man height or anything. It was like down to the ground-ish. And we were looking at it, and we just like it's something. So we just fucking book it back to the house, and we didn't go outside for the rest of that night. The next day, go over, nothing there that could reflect light or anything. Night comes, we go out because we're brave now, and there's no red eyes.
Oof.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. But
Dang.
yeah, you don't have that many supernatural things.
No.
Anyone see UFO before?
I wish, but no.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
Anytime you do, it's just like, that's a fucking airplane.
Yeah, you could sum it up to stuff like that.
I kind of saw a UFO once.
Okay, explain.
Light in the sky, moving at like a steady pace, airplane-like, you know, just watching it, and then out of nowhere, just shoots off.
Huh.
Yeah, disappears, boom.
Like,
Like,
be one, yeah.
yeah, far enough that like can't really tell what it is, you know, and all that. Just one light, and then just gone the next second.
Dang.
Yeah, we should go ghost hunting.
No.
I've done it before. Well, there was a building at the campus that was supposedly haunted, and I had access.
You guys
to
can
it.
do that solo. I don't fuck
I
with
don't
that
have
shit.
access to it now. But
Yeah.
I won't
had
go into
access.
Albion. I won't go into haunted houses.
Let's
I had.
finish what
Okay.
you're gonna say, but we're gonna attack Chompy.
Okay, but I had access to this building, and me and my roommate would go fuck around in there on Halloween, but we never. Actually, we did find something.
I was
once.
gonna say
we
took pictures.
Yeah, we took pictures, and there's like this one or like 2 or 3 pictures that legit looks like there's someone sitting in the seats.
Yeah, I remember.
But
seeing
it might be dust, but it looks like there's someone sitting in the seat. It's fucking
Yeah.
weird. But anyways, what are we attacking him for?
How old are you?
23.
And you just don't go into haunted houses or scare
Bitch.
houses anymore?
Depends on them.
Bitch.
Depends.
Depends on the ones. I've gone into some with Travis, but
Bitch.
would not go to Albion.
Bitch.
Why?
not Albion?
Albion's
Because you know me and my back issues and how
They don't
chunky
touch
I
you.
am.
They don't touch you, Juan.
For people that don't know, Juan doesn't like it when you touch his back.
Which is why I touch his back like all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a personal bubble kind of thing. Do you
No,
feel defenseless on your back, like a turtle?
Maybe, I don't know. It's just something that like when someone pokes my back, my entire body just jolts or shuts down.
Yeah.
Because were you with me when T touched me in the back in the auditorium?
I don't know.
I think you were there. It was in high school, and we were just talking, and T came, and he's like, hey, and he tapped me in the back, and I just dropped down to the ground. Like my whole body just kind of collapsed.
I don't remember that.
I forget who was with us.
Did you go to Asylum 49 with me?
No.
Did you go to Asylum
No.
49?
Is that in Utah?
Yeah.
I've never been
I
there.
haven't gone to Albion. I'm not going to go to Asylum 49.
Dude, I'd love to go though.
Yeah.
I'm sick of Albion. They got like a DJ there, and they play like freaking pop music.
Yeah,
it's,
it
like,
was
stupid.
rough last time I went, but
I didn't like it. I don't think I'm gonna go back.
for people who don't know or are interested, Asylum 49 is in Tooele, Utah, and it's this old haunted hospital that they've turned into a scare house, but the actors are allowed to touch you.
Oh,
And I've gone like 3 times, maybe 4.
are they allowed to like grab you? And
Yeah,
stuff?
I got picked up in Asylum 49 by this dude wearing a goat head mask, and it was the coolest thing ever. Picked me up, he threw me into a room and locked me in the room, and it was a pitch dark room. They're allowed to do this, by the way.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and then another time I went.
Sounds like you and him should do that one that you showed me that we saw that documentary too, when you have to sign a waiver.
No,
and they
I will
kidnap
not.
you.
I
Is
will
that-
not do that because they waterboard you and shit.
Oh, I
in
know
that
what you're
one.
talking about.
Yeah. I don't-
Something Manor.
Yeah.
Something Manor. I know what that is though. Fuck no, I wouldn't do that.
Another time I went to this Asylum 49. I forgot. I was almost calling it a hospital, but Asylum 49. I went with somebody who used to work there, and I was with her, and some of the actors like knew her, saw me, and was like, "Oh, they're dating." We weren't dating, but like, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck with her boyfriend." So I got targeted. Yeah. They're like they separated us, and I'm not gonna say any names, mostly because I don't know any names of the actors and all that. But there was this girl in a like nun outfit. She grabs me, forces me into one of those like a wheelchair. Yeah, pushes me like down this hallway through a couple doors into like this just like nothing section of the place. And then picks me up by the throat and presses me up against the wall and like gets her elbow on my throat or on my chest or something. And she's like, "So what are you doing with this girl? Like, you're her new boyfriend?" And I like asking me questions, and I'm like, "I'm not her boyfriend. But like I'm just here for the Asylum 49, and like yeah, I'm good friends with her and all that." I was just getting grilled, and it was the funniest thing, and I loved it so much. Just like I was like, I'm getting special treatment.
Is this? I've heard there's a place that uses like people from Asylum, like actual like I guess a
Insane
crazy house.
people,
I guess.
yeah.
Is this it? Is that the
No.
place? No. Okay.
That sounds
That'd be weird if I was
dangerous.
hanging out with someone who was like clinically insane.
When this girl picked you up by the throat, was
Yeah.
it like rough or was it kind of just like on like?
Just like on my throat.
I'd say
And
she
you kinda
wasn't
just-
strong, but you were twig, so probably.
She didn't lift me off the ground.
Dude, I was gonna say that sounds like a
A good
good
time.
time.
I was gonna say, were you aroused? Cause
I mean the nun outfit kinda was like,
Was she
oh.
hot?
Oh yeah.
So did you pop a boner? Or?
No.
I would have.
I was gonna say
I would
you
have
would
liked
have.
it a little too much, actually.
I think I went to Asylum 49 with E and J.
Dude, we should go. That sounds
We
fun.
should go. It is an amazing place.
Do they? Okay, you said they separate you. Do they like separate you and like fuck with you and then like put you back and keep going? Or
No.
They separate you and you kind of go through until you get to the end and meet up. Or
And
something.
when you're getting into it, it's like a normal scare house where they'll be like, oh, 2 and 2, 2 and 2, blah blah
Ooh,
blah.
that sounds fun.
You know, but the thing is, like the actors can separate you on their will. It's like not a part of it where they go, oh, It's like they're targeting people that get scared easily, like a boyfriend, girlfriend. They're like, oh.
That sounds fun. I'd have a horrible time if I was alone.
Yeah. Jay didn't like his time at Asylum 49 because no one touched him.
Oh.
Because he's kind of like this beefier, you know, he's a little bit beefier, a little bit bigger. No one really touched him. Like when I told
So it's like if the Roth went to a haunted house.
Yeah.
Gonna wanna fuck with him.
Like I got thrown over the goat head guy's shoulder because he could do it. You know, he looked at me and was like, I'm gonna throw this 12-year-old over my shoulder.
You were 12?
No, I wasn't. I was like 18, 19.
Do you have to sign like a waiver?
No. Well,
I feel like you would have to. If
I think you kind of do. I think there is a waiver where it's like if you have this, because they have a maze, with lights and all that. But it's a really good scare house, and I heard a couple years back that they got access to like more of the hospital, so it's bigger.
Ooh.
Yeah, so there's more to it.
It's an abandoned hospital, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, let's go. That sounds fun. We'll take Juan with us.
No.
Yeah.
We'll tell them, hey, he doesn't like having his back touched.
No, they'll figure that out.
Yeah, they will. They'll touch you on the back and you'll panic and they'll be like, oh, hello.
We should go and we should film like with our phones and stuff.
I ain't going.
Get a body cam, dude.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Yeah.
We'll take Jay.
Jay won't go either.
Dude, let's go.
We'll make her.
Jay won't even watch horror films.
We'll make
Not
her.
even like the ones that aren't scary.
Okay, I don't know
Yeah.
who this is.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about that later.
I thought it was JH.
No,
you were
not
talking
JH.
about.
Not
Okay.
JH. But we should definitely go. It's not that expensive. It is a drive.
Oh,
But
is
we
it
should
Salt
definitely
Lake or?
No, it's Utah, Tooele, Utah.
I don't know. Where
It's just a town, a small town.
Is it before Salt Lake?
No, it's after.
It's after, so
Yeah,
it's quite a ways.
it's kind of up in the mountains, I think.
Probably like 4 hours out?
Yeah. But we should definitely go.
Yes.
We should take Jay.
We should take
Juan.
Juan.
I'll talk to the person that I know who used to work there because I believe she still lives in that area. And I'd love to see her again.
Jay won't go. Jay won't even watch Predator.
We should say we're going to the strip club to trick him to fucking come with us.
Yeah,
and
no.
be like, oh yeah, about that strip club.
No,
it's actually a horror attraction.
We'll pick like a Thursday or a Wednesday night, like after you get off work, and we'll be like, oh, we're gonna hang out, and we're gonna go to my house, and we're gonna all get in the car.
We're gonna go to your mom's house.
Yeah, and then we're gonna be driving. We're gonna go to Pocatello. We're gonna pick up Jay, and then we're gonna drive to Utah. And at that point, you're fucked.
I just won't go in.
You won't know about it.
We'll force you in. I think the outside people are allowed to touch you a little bit. I think they kind of get into it because it's the whole gimmick of the place.
I haven't been touched in so long.
I'm not doing it.
Oh,
yes, you are.
They have the chainsaws that don't have a chain on them.
Right.
They hit you with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
It
hate
vibrates
those.
your legs.
I hate those.
Yeah.
But that sounds scary if they actually touch you with it. But it just. Okay.
Keep going.
I don't know. It's stupid. It's like when you go to like Albion, it's like they're not gonna touch you. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna freaking
yeah.
run. They're like, "Argh!" It's like, dude, I'm not running. I'm just
Like
it's the end.
kudos to you for the acting, but
I'm walking.
I'm tired, man.
Okay.
All right, with that episode under our belt, it is time for us to say goodbye. And hopefully, we'll have stories about Asylum 49. Maybe we'll do some ghost hunting in the cemetery. Let us know. Email us at
tinklehoypodcast@gmail.com.
comment down. Find our SoundCloud. Comment on SoundCloud. I don't know if SoundCloud lets you comment.
It does.
It does. Comment on SoundCloud. Comment on the Facebook page. And we will let you know. I am Quinton Osterhout.
Where can they find you, Quinton?
You can find me on twitch.tv raidenilith. Raidenilith. I play games because I'm good/bad at them.
Link will be down in the thing if you're watching on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm Juan. You can find my artwork on Untoasted Art. I'm Chompy Toast.
Untoasted Art on Facebook.
On Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm Gunnar. I'm Ghost Toast on Untoasted Art as well.
Yeah.
Anywhere else they can find you?
Don't look for me.
Not
I
for
don't
now.
exist.
Not for
Not for
now.
now.
I don't exist.
All right.
All right, then. We will see you next time.